Atari co-founder, Nolan Bushnell, wanted to turn Pong into a single-player game and use the paddle controller and ball to break a wall of bricks. Bushnell and Steve Bristow expanded this concept into a game design that Bushnell thought would be successful. At the same time, Atari were trying to reduce their use of transistor to transistor logic chips. No, I have no idea what they are either. Bushnell didn't like that new games were using around 150 of these TTL chips and offered a bonus for each TTL under 50 that were used. The task of building a prototype was assigned to a young Steve Jobs,
Yes, that one.
who promised to complete it within 4 days. Jobs soon realized his mouth was bigger than his talent, so he enlisted the help of a friend who was working at Hewlett-Packard at the time. Jobs persuaded Steve Wozniak to help with the game, and told him Atari were offering a bonus of $700 if they could get the TTL count below 50, and $1,000 if they could get it below 40. He promised to split the bonus equally with Wozniak. After working solidly for 4 nights straight while still doing his day job, Wozniak finished the prototype of Breakout. The final TTL tally was 44 chips, and Jobs duly handed over $350. What Jobs didn't tell Wozniak was that the bonus was actually $5,000, and it wasn't until years later the truth came out. Some friend. Unfortunately for Atari, they were unable to use Steve Wozniak's design. It was too compact and difficult to manufacture. Atari had to engineer their own version, which used around 100 TTLs. Now to the game. The gameplay is simple. Use a paddle controller to move the bat across the bottom of the screen to hit the ball into the bricks at the top of the screen. Only 1 brick is destroyed at a time. Hit 4 bricks in a row and the game speeds up. Hit 12 and it speeds up again. Hit one of the orange bricks and it speeds up yet again. I'm not sure if it speeds up again if you reach the red layer, as I'm concentrating too hard by this point. I've only managed to get through the red bricks once, at which stage the bat shrinks to half its original size. The game ended pretty quickly for me after that. The yellow, green, orange and red bricks are worth 1, 3, 5 and 7 points respectively. I mention the colours, but Breakout is actually displayed on a black and white TV. Colour is added using the state-of-the-art method of sticking strips of coloured cellophane across it. Sound is made up of simple bleeps and bloops. Breakout was released in 1976 and was a great success for Atari, who produced 11,000 cabinets. As well as spawning lots of clones, it also inspired the later Arkanoid, which itself had many clones. In 1978, Atari released Breakout on their VCS console, which had come out the year before. Due to the change in screen orientation, it looks a bit squashed, which makes the more acute angles harder to judge. You are also allowed 5 misses of the ball instead of the 3 in the arcade version, which makes the game slightly easier, as does the bat being a bit bigger. Sound is again bleeps and bloops. In all, it's a pretty good conversion of what is essentially a very simple game. As well as regular Breakout, you can also play 2, 3 and 4-player versions of the game. It also offers other variations of the game, which includes steerable balls, a sticky bat where you can catch the ball, and one with invisible walls. There is also a breakthrough version, where the ball continues through the wall of bricks, rather than destroying just one at a time. I'll leave you with a few moments of me doing pretty bad. Until next time, cheerio.